What's up with your world? It's your boy Amor. It's late night in Cali. In my car, Walmart. Uh, yeah, mental health check in. I hate that I had aim in my ex girlfriend with that song, man. I don't like doing shit to make people mad, or not to make them mad, but to hurt their feelings. That song was a deliberate display of power to hurt her feelings. I didn't want to do that. That song was supposed to be a love song when it started out. I was going to use that song to come back and try to marry that girl. That was my plan when I started out. We made that beat together, and you know, we made that beat together to a certain extent. And I was just gonna come back and have this beautiful song about love and unconditional love. And bow, will you marry me? That was gonna be the ticket, you know. But truth is, it wouldn't work, you know, because she's in love with somebody else. And I can't really have her messing with my mind like that. She did some all new scale shit that I didn't see coming, but I could see her doing it because I know how ambitious she can get or how overzealous she can get when she wants something or someone. You know? And for the most part, I think it just took me looking through everything through a fresh eyes. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just on here to tell people I don't know how you took that song. I'm talking about Ernest's Sunshine is really a lying queen. I don't know how you took that. I'm talking to everybody. Not her, just everybody in general. Y'all have to know that ain't how that song was supposed to start out, regardless of how y'all like it. It hurt me doing it, but it opened up a lot, but it hurt like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. It wasn't supposed to go that route. Literally. That song changed attitudes so quick. I mean, I just remember when I heard the news, all I could hear was that name of the song, and I just kept saying it. And it just made so much sense to how my life has been with her to a certain extent. Because I used to do a lot of manipulating. And I started feeling like that a little bit. Like I was getting manipulated like a motherfucker. Like dangerous levels type of shit. And I've seen some proof on my own. But that's neither here nor there either. Cause my only reason for making this video is not just to own up to my feelings about that shit hurt. I don't never want to look past the feeling I have. I cared for that girl. No. So, no, it's not gonna affect the music. And what I mean by that is I do me rain, sleet, or snow. Hell, it might even make it better. I don't know. That's neither here nor there either. I just I just know that it hurts me. So I just imagine how she feels. I'm not gonna apologize. I don't feel like I should because of the shit I know and the shit she knows I know. But if the question was, did I want to write that song? No. If the question is, am I hurting like a motherfucker? Yup. This is probably like the first video I have really been able to tape since that song. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of crying, people. It's it's just hard. It's just hard to imagine that I'm in love with somebody who's in love with somebody else. And I can't finish the sentence because I don't know what the fuck else they're doing right now, or what they're not doing, or who's talking about what, or which is neither here or there. You know, all I'm saying is this: I'm hurt too, so I know she is too. But no, I did not want to do that. That was not mine. I didn't start out with that intent. It ended up like that at the end. I think I'm at the stage in my life where I just can't put up with no more shit, man. Like it's been just like a few incidents, man, and it ain't just that one. It's just a lot of a lot of shit has just been happening, man. The last thing I wanted to do was like lose her all the fuck way together. That's the last thing I wanted to do, man. That's the last thing I wanted to do. I was trying to marry that girl. She just kept turning me down. It's like one of them things. I don't know, man. But for whatever the case might be, or for anybody wondering, you know, how I feel, uh, it, it it's not a good thing, man. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to treat the people you love like that. But within them lines, man, on that paper, that's the only place I feel safe sometimes. That's the only place I feel safe sometimes. But I really didn't want to do that. She, that was a build up. That was so much of a build up that I had been just stepping on forever. And when she sent that man's picture to my phone, but that's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is, yes, I feel it. You know, it's it's not a good feeling. No, I had the problem is the expectation portion of this shit. Because I had expected her to be here. Like, after all it's said and done, you know, I had expected her to love me. You know, I had no idea if she didn't. I jumped right in the lover's seat. You know, I had no idea until it was too late. Like, yeah, that song was kind of me just firing off, man. But I did not want to do that. That by far was probably the hardest thing that I have ever had to do as an artist is talk about somebody who you're in love with. Talk about somebody you in love with and then record that song. I cried the whole fucking time. That song took so many takes for how short it was. And I just remember I had to keep pushing through because I wanted to get my truth out, damn it. So I'm telling y'all, yes, it hurt. Would I do it all over again? Probably the fuck so. Why? Because I'm a fucking artist. That's what the fuck I do. I write songs. The only variable I would change in this shit is if she was not in that goddamn picture. My fault on them words. But if she was not in that picture, but she was, and that's what hurt. It's how she got in that picture. It wasn't the fact she was in that picture. It was how she got in that picture, people. And that's what I try to keep telling myself every time I go off the hinges. She don't really love you, Jerome. You would never even. I was the side dude in a relationship that I thought I was the full time dude. That's and that's the basis of this shit. It don't make the pain no less. It don't make the pain no better. That's just a fact. I don't know. I just don't. I just don't want people to think that shit was easy. And I just don't want people to think I don't love her. You know, if y'all knew what the fuck was going on, y'all would react. But I'm really trying not to put her business out there like that, like that. Even on Facebook, I try to write the shit out of Facebook. I had to stop that shit. I realized that wasn't going in circle. I was just mad, venting. That's why I stopped that shit. I was just thinking of shit and adding shit. Like 2 hours later, I go and add shit back because I was hot. I realized I was stupid because I'm really not that type of dude. But I wanted her to know I know so much shit. And my pain was real. And it still is. And I'm not trying to justify any of this shit. It is what it is. She did some shit. I heard about some shit. I reacted to some shit. You know, does it make it any better? No. It doesn't make it any better at all. But the shit hurts. No, it just hurts from that. It took a lot of energy, man. But I must be getting better because I'm sitting here taping this and I haven't really cried or I haven't really felt myself crying. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. But people, that song took a lot of energy. It took every ounce of love I could mustered up. And you know what's so bad and what's so sick about what I'm talking about, like the manipulation and shit, is after all of that shit, if she walked right through this parking lot right now, I would probably jump out there and try to go hug her and kiss her. Even though I'm mad as fuck at her, man. That's craziness. You know, what part of a person makes makes you run after them and keep running after them? You know, and that was kind of the reason for the attitude too, like in the song, because it was kind of like me just putting my foot down. I don't know. I'm just up late, man. Just step like, and try to tap out for a minute, man. My name is Amor. I'm out. Peace.